Okay, so picture this. You're at this massive music festival, right?
Okay.
The crowd is totally losing it.
Yeah.
And that stage, with all the lights, the screens, the pyrotechnics,
Oh, yeah.
it's like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, you know?
Totally.
But have you ever, like, actually stopped to think about how that temporary marvel actually gets there?
You know what's so fascinating to me? It's that behind every single dazzling concert, every sporting event, even these big conferences,
Yeah.
there's this, like, hidden army of crazy skilled professionals who are making sure everything, and I mean everything, literally stands up to all the excitement.
That's so true. And that's where the event scaffolders come in.
Yeah.
It's not exactly the first job you think of, is it?
It's not, no.
But they were like the unsung heroes. They literally build the foundation for those unforgettable experiences.
100%.
And speaking of foundations, we have got a treasure trove of info today,
Oh, yeah.
thanks to RoleCatcher and their in-depth career guide for aspiring event scaffolders.
I was looking at that. It's really impressive, actually. They cover it all.
They really do.
From the everyday stuff to, like, the unexpected skills that you need.
Right.
Even how technology is changing the game, which is super interesting.
It is. So whether you're thinking about maybe switching careers or you're just fascinated by the behind the scenes, the magic of events,
Yeah.
or you just love learning new stuff, get ready for a wild ride.
Yeah.
Because we are diving deep into the world of event scaffolding.
Love it. Let's do it.
Okay, so first of all,
Yeah.
let's unpack this because it's
Okay.
way more than just putting up some scaffolding, right?
That's right. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Think of them more as the architects of, like, temporary infrastructure.
I like that. Yeah.
So we're talking about seating for thousands of people.
Mm.
Concert stages that are literally stories high.
Wow.
Intricate lighting rigs just, like, hanging overhead.
Right.
I mean, if it needs to hold a crowd safely, chances are an event scaffolder had their hands on it, you know? They made it happen.
I was looking through the guide, and one of the things that blew me away
Yeah. Tell me.
was this importance of understanding load distribution. Like,
Yeah.
that's serious physics at play.
It is, absolutely. And it's not just about knowing, like, how to build. It's about understanding why each structure works.
Right, like the science behind it.
Exactly. Exactly. So they are considering things like wind load, especially with those giant screens you see at concerts.
Oh my gosh.
Imagine if one of those came loose, right? Talk about an unforgettable encore, right?
Oh my God, I know, right? And that's what I mean about hidden responsibilities, right?
For sure.
And speaking of responsibility,
Yeah.
the guide really stresses how important those safety regulations are.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's not just about worker safety, but it's about the safety of all the people attending these events.
You're talking about thousands, tens of thousands of people?
Thousands, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. Working at these, like, crazy heights, these rope systems that are so intricate, moving these massive, heavy loads.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, even a tiny miscalculation can have huge, huge consequences. And the thing is,
Right, because it's not...
it's not a controlled environment, right? Like a construction site or something.
Exactly, yeah.
They're often building against the clock.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes outside, they're battling the elements.
Yeah.
I mean, rain or shine, the show must go on, right?
I know.
The pressure's on.
Talk about pressure. So this is not...
Yeah.
This is not your average 9 to 5.
Not even close.
It sounds physically and mentally demanding,
You got it, yeah,
to say the least.
to say the least.
And you hit the nail on the head there because the guide really paints this picture of these long, irregular hours, often weekends, overnights.
Yeah.
Can you imagine, like, setting up a stage for a music festival overnight
Oh, my God.
just to tear it all down after the last act?
Crazy, right?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So I guess there's no such thing as stage fright for these folks?
No, not at all. They're used to it.
But seriously, that leads us to this interesting point.
When you think of event scaffolding, you picture a physically demanding job. Yeah, for sure. Which it is. It is. But I was surprised that the guide also highlighted these other essential skills like problem solving, math. Oh, yeah. Even, get this, customer service. Really? Okay, now you have to explain that one to me. Okay. Customer service in a world of metal poles and rigging.
Right. Well, the thing is, it's more than just building, right? It's about building those relationships.
Ah, okay.
So event scaffolders, they're interacting with everyone, right? You've got the event organizers, the venue staff, even the performers themselves.
Oh, wow.
So they need to be really clear communicators. They have to understand all these different perspectives.
Right.
And yeah, sometimes they have to handle those, the stage is an inch too low requests with grace.
Oh my God.
with grace under pressure.
I know, right?
It's a delicate balance.
It is. It's a lot more nuanced than people realize, I
It
think.
really is, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fascinating. This is fascinating. So we're back, and wow, it's clear that event scaffolders need like the resilience of an Olympic athlete and the people skills of like a diplomat.
It's a unique combination.
It is. It is.
Sure.
But let's kind of like break down those technical skills a little bit further.
Right.
What actually goes into becoming proficient in this field?
So the RoleCatcher guide, it really emphasizes this strong foundation
Okay.
in rigging, staging, obviously temporary structure construction.
Right.
But it's not just about like, bolting things together.
Right.
It's about really understanding the why behind everything you do.
I see.
Like every action, there's a reason.
Can you give us an example?
Yeah, sure.
Like what's the situation where that deep knowledge becomes like super crucial?
Okay, so let's say you're building a lighting rig,
Okay.
right, for a concert.
Yeah.
You have to factor in the weight of all the fixtures, the angles, how far it is from the stage.
Oh, wow.
Even things like wind resistance.
Yeah.
If you're just like blindly following instructions,
Yeah.
you're one strong gust away from a total disaster.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That's where the think on your feet comes into play.
Exactly. Yeah, you got to be able to adapt.
And speaking of learning,
Yeah.
this industry is always evolving.
Always.
New technologies, new materials, safety regulations.
Yeah.
It must feel like a constant uphill climb.
You know what? You're right. There's no I'm done learning in this field.
I bet.
You're constantly learning.
Wow.
The guide, it emphasizes that like the really successful event scaffolders,
Yeah.
they're lifelong learners.
Yeah.
Whether it's joining like an industry association,
Wow.
attending conferences, just staying up to date on the latest trends.
So it's all about just staying ahead of the curve.
That's it.
What about certifications? Because I noticed that RoleCatcher mentioned a few.
Yeah.
Like becoming an ETCP certified rigger.
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
That one sounds pretty intense. It's not just a piece of paper,
Right.
It tells employers that you've met these really, really strict standards.
Oh wow.
It involves written exams, you've got practical assessments,
Wow.
everything from rigging principles to load calculations like we talked about.
Right.
Think of it as like the gold standard in the field.
So if I was like an event organizer looking to hire someone,
Yeah.
that certification tells me, okay, this person knows their stuff.
100%. Yeah. You can trust them.
No pressure, but like
Right. Exactly. Yeah. No pressure at all. But
it opens doors, right?
oh, absolutely.
To more job opportunities, higher earnings.
Exactly. More responsibility within a team.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Right. It shows you're serious about it.
Now, I know you're big on the safety aspect.
Huge. Yeah.
And the guide also mentioned working at heights certification.
Yes.
And first aid training.
Really important, both of them.
With all that high wire action, I can see why those are non-negotiable.
Right. Because working at heights, it's not just about, not being afraid of ladders.
Right.
It's about understanding those fall protection systems.
Yeah.
The rescue procedures.
Wow.
All those worst case scenarios that you hope never happen.
Right.
But you got to be prepared.
Be prepared.
Just in case.
So it's about making sure,
Yeah.
everyone goes home safe at the end of the event.
Exactly. 100%. And then first aid.
Yeah.
I mean, in such a fast-paced, physically demanding kind of environment.
Right, like event setup.
Yeah. Like anything can happen.
Yeah.
Accidents happen.
Yeah.
So having those skills to provide, immediate care.
Right there, yeah.
It can make all the difference.
It could be crucial, yeah.
Totally.
You've highlighted some really serious skills here.
Yeah.
And certifications.
It's important to be prepared,
It is, but
Yeah.
let's face it,
Yeah.
the guide doesn't sugarcoat
No.
the challenging aspects of this job.
Yeah, there are definitely some.
We're talking long hours, working outdoors in crazy weather.
Sometimes, yeah.
This is not your typical desk job.
You said it, no cubicles here.
No cubicles.
Not at all.
And I think that's where the passion comes in.
You got.
Because the guide, it talks about how those who really thrive in this field,
Yeah.
they genuinely love a challenge.
They do. That's so true.
They get a kick out of building these temporary worlds,
Yeah.
seeing their work like come to life under the stage light.
There's nothing like it.
I imagine there's a real sense of camaraderie too, right?
Oh, absolutely.
It's like almost like being part of a traveling circus.
Kind of. Yeah, yeah.
But instead of tents, you're building these massive stages.
Exactly. Yeah. And you're all in it together.
Wow.
You work these long hours under pressure.
Right.
You rely on each other for safety.
Yeah.
And then you share in the satisfaction
Of a successful event.
of a job well done.
It's like you're building more than just structures.
That's a good way to put it, yeah.
You're building memories for thousands of people.
Yeah, you're creating experiences.
That's incredible.
It really is. Yeah, it's pretty special.
Welcome back. It's time to talk about something I think everybody wants to know about, the earning potential.
The big bucks, right.
The big bucks. But RoleCatcher's guide, it hints at high earnings, but it's a little vague on the specifics.
Right, and I think that's for a good reason.
Yeah.
Because it's not like you can just check a salary website,
Right.
Like a lot of skilled trades, it really depends. It depends on your experience, your location, what certifications you have.
Right.
Are you freelancing? Are you leading a team? Are you, specializing in underwater concert stages?
Okay, maybe not that last one.
Maybe not that one, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
There's room to grow. You can kind of carve your own path.
That's appealing to a lot of people these days. That's true.
It is.
And let's be honest, money isn't everything.
True.
Although it helps pay for those concert tickets. Let's be real.
That's true. Got to see those shows.
Exactly.
But the guy does mention, kind of subtly, the non-financial rewards too.
And those are huge in this field.
Oh, they're massive. That feeling when you build this complex stage and everything goes off without a hitch.
Yeah.
The energy of a successful event, the camaraderie, you can't put a price tag on that.
You really can't.
Oh?
You're making me want to sign up for a scaffolding apprenticeship.
I know, right? It sounds kind of fun.
But let's be real. It's not, always glamorous.
Right.
The guide's not sugarcoating. It's a demanding schedule.
No, definitely not.
High pressure situations.
Oh, yeah. It takes a certain kind of person to really thrive in this world.
What do you mean?
Well, we're talking long hours, right?
Yeah.
Often outdoors.
Yeah.
Facing whatever Mother Nature throws at you.
True. Rain or shine, the show must go on.
Exactly. And the stakes are high. Safety is paramount. Deadlines are tight. Even small mistakes can have big consequences.
So you need that blend of that physical toughness, but also the mental resilience.
Absolutely. You got to think on your feet. You got to be able to adapt to last-minute changes and just stay calm under pressure.
Not to mention keep learning like we talked about.
Oh, constantly, right.
Yeah, technology is changing everything.
Everything.
And event scaffolding is no exception.
Right.
The guide mentioned CAD software, even drones for inspections.
It's amazing.
I think that's just the tip of the iceberg, though.
Oh, I think we're just scratching the surface. Really think about it. Virtual reality for these pre-event simulations.
Wow.
You can walk through like a 3D model of the stage before a single pole's even been lifted.
That's incredible.
Or augmented reality for on-site guidance, so you've got real-time data. It's overlaid right on your safety goggles.
That's mind-blowing. Event scaffolding of the future sounds incredible.
It's going to be wild.
So as we're wrapping up this deep dive here,
okay,
what's your biggest takeaway from RoleCatcher's guide?
For me, it's this. The next time you're at a concert, a festival, any big event, really take a second, just a moment, to really appreciate the hidden world that's like going on behind the scenes.
Right.
All those scaffolding structures, so meticulously planned, expertly built. They're more than just, metal poles and platforms.
Yeah.
They represent this incredible ingenuity, teamwork, and the dedication
It's true.
it takes to create these unforgettable experiences.
That's a beautiful way to put it. A salute to those unsung heroes.
Absolutely.
Who quite literally make the show go on.
100%.
And who knows, maybe this deep dive has sparked a new career path.
You never know.
For some of our listeners, or at least just a newfound appreciation for what goes into building those temporary worlds.
That's what we're hoping for.
If you're intrigued and want to learn more, head over to RoleCatcher's website.
Yes, do it.
Their career guides are packed with even more insights into this fascinating field.
They're great resources.
And who knows what other hidden gems you might uncover.
Exactly. There's a whole world out there.
That's all the time we have for today's deep dive into the world of event scaffolding.
It's been fun.
We hope you enjoyed the journey.
We'll see you next time.
Until then, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.